see another leak now coming from up somewhere. I'm gonna go look. So one active leak coming off the supply line, and then there's another drip here coming from somewhere up top. I gotta find that one yet. No, there's another one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Pinhole leak right there. See it? There's your other leak that was been coming down. There's another one. Wow. That pipe's leaking. I'm gonna have to shut the water off for now. Shut the tanks back down. All right, so the pinhole's right there. See it? That's where it's been spraying out for the longest and damaging everything. So I'm gonna cut this whole thing out all the way to here, run it all the way back. It's also leaking at that down there, so we're gonna cut it all the way back up. And then I'll just run a compression fitting there, a new one, and then just run a whole new line down, connect to here and there. Looks like your shower valve is not shutting off either, completely like it should. So your shower valve is bad too. I'm gonna have to shut that off up here. There's the other one. It's from another supply line. Look, that's what's been dripping down all this time. Right there it is. That's another one. The leak that we seen from downstairs come from this supply line right here. So this has got to be changed also. I can change it out and put a new one, but that has to be changed. It's leaking from right there. So that's another one. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I see anything else more. I think that's it. Let's have a look. All right, we noticed there's a little problem with the toilet flushing pipe here. I think it's leaking. Go ahead. Trying to see where that's leaking from. You need to dry it up so I can see. It's leaking from the flange pipe. Right here, I can see it's not in there, not glued in right. Yep. Oh, it's leaking from the flange pipe. I see it now, right here. So that all would have to be lifted up, redid. All this whole thing's, this part here is leaking out through. It's not glued together. It's like they just pushed it in there, but they didn't glue it in. Or if they used it, they used the wrong glue. Yep, that's a whole nother problem by itself. Yeah. I don't think it was cracked there. I think it just looked like it was, but it's definitely leaking from all this here. This seal, it's not sealed up. I'll let her know. That's one more problem. Yep, so it is the drain as well. Like I said, it's leaking from there too. You can see the leak below. Right on the floor there, it's leaking. That's where all the water's was coming down to the second floor. Oh, there's another leak. Damn, look. Where is that? I hear it. Ah, it's over here somewhere. Oh, there it goes. All right, so the pinhole's right there. See it? That's where it's been spraying out for the longest and damaging everything. So I'm gonna cut this whole thing out all the way to here, run it all the way back. It's also leaking at that there down there, so we're gonna cut it all the way back up. And then I'll just run all a compression fitting there, a new one, and then just run a whole new line down, connect it here and there. All right, so we got the hot reconnected for upstairs, and so we're done with this area here. Yeah. All right, so when you have a stubborn drain chute that doesn't want to come out, what you do is you cut a groove with your multi-tool, and then you tap this out with your chisel and hammer, and then you just take it and then just turn it. And pretty much that's how you get them stubborn ones out, that where the cross is broken side and all that. That's how you get them out. They are very stubborn, but now almost there. Just keep working at it until the sides come out. Nice and easy. Go. Ugh, that was dry rotted. All right, yeah, that was definitely through. Looks like the threads are. All right, so got it out. That was dry rotted too. That was leaking as well. I could see it was leaking from there. This isn't in the best shape, but we might better clean this up. Some of that. Again, use my chisel to kind of see if we can get some of that out of there. And we'll use a brush to clean it from there. Pretty much how you get one out. There's one accurate. We're over here. Right, now we're over here. We're gonna make the T connection here to that hot, and then we come over and do the shower connections. So we're just gonna keep working our way down. Actually, we gotta make yeah, so that T there, then we keep coming, and we're gonna make it up. So we're moving. All right, so here we are. We got the shower valve. We're gonna go ahead and put our PEX connectors on. FE thread tape, Blue Monster, my favorite brand. And then a little bit of Blue Monster sealant, just a little touch of that for the extra sealant. So let's get the tape on here first. All righty. Okay, let's get some tape here. And we're just gonna start threading it on. There, basically getting it tight, and we'll do about 3 rounds of this, just making sure it's tight. All right, that should do it. All right, and we'll just pull that last part and just use my finger and just kind of make sure it's sit nicely in the thread, and then we're going to go to the next one. Just keep going around, and then we'll put some thread sealant on, and then we'll tie these on. All right, so we got everything threaded. Now we're going to go ahead and use some sealant. Just start putting it on all the threads, just a little bit, not a lot, so it doesn't get real messy. just enough to give it a real good sealing. So we're just gonna work on that next. All right, so here we are. We're just putting the cold side new shutoff valve. The other one was leaking. We got rid of that. Other side too. Now we're ready and up there. We can we got to rebuild this part and get this to the right length so it extends and lines up with this. I was testing this out already, but it might be a little short. May have to cut another piece and get that to line up right. All right, so we can start connecting that and then bringing it over, and we'll start making our ups here to where we need to go. All right, so we ran the hot down. We made it to the sink hot connection. All right, and now we've done the tee off and we're working our way to the shower. All right, and here we are. And now, basically we're going to go from here, and I guess we'll make a 90 and then a 90 up. Let's see. Let's see where that's gonna hit at. All right, so basically like that. So we're gonna wanna do a 90 over and one up. All right, so that's how we gotta do that. The new shower faucet. So we're just rebuilding the old one, and we're gonna use a Shark Bite Pro Lock, which is with some copper to give it that stability. So that's what we're going to be pushing in there. So basically now we can go ahead and line this up with the shower valve. Just bring it in and lock it in. So what we want to do is build that part in and get that right, but we can do that at the last minute. I actually do this last. Right now we need to make the connections to this and finish running this up, get these two up, run the one down, and then we can get going with everything. All right, so we got the valve crimp. We're gonna go ahead and get the escutcheon on the other side so it will sit against the wall, and then we can make the connection to the shower. There seems to be right about there where we want it, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we have the everything ran, all the hot ran over here, going up. Got the new shower valve put in, all connected up. New shutoff valves in. All right, and then all right, so we've got the new shower valve in, new spigot, new shower head. Now we're getting ready to put in the new drain. This ain't in the best shape, but we'll make it work. All right, I'll go ahead and slide that new seal in there. That'll definitely help with matters. That was the old seal there. That thing was done. No wonder it was leaking so bad. All right, so because of how uneven that surface is, the plumber's buddy will really help a lot to make the what we need to happen here. So let's get this off. I like to make sure it's all the way on that rim right there. So we're gonna go ahead and drop him in. He's ready to start getting put in. Start tying him in. That shower wrench in there, and we can start rotating by hand till we get it down to the bottom where we want it. And you can almost do a lot of it by hand first. We'll take our crescent wrench and then start tightening it down, but you don't want to go crazy with it. Just want to make sure it's really compressed firm. And the only thing we got left is the sink. Got to do the sink now. I'd already started that, but this was too long, so we're gonna cut that and get that into place real quick. That'll be the last part. All right, we're ready to turn the water back on after fixing all the pipes and all the leaks that we had found. Water tanks, all of that. We got all that done. All right. Water tanks, all good to go. They're on, except I don't have the gas. I don't have them fired up right now. But just looking around at where the leaks used to be. Used to have leaks here. And this is all the new pipes and stuff. So everything looks good, solid. No more leaking. Everything's solid. All right, let's go walk around. Check everything out. I'm gonna do a flush on that toilet up here. That was leaking. We'll flush it and make sure it's no more of a problem now when it flushes. So let's do that real quick. All right. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Let's go see how that did. All righty. No more leaks, as you can see. Nothing came down, nothing's pouring down. Held real tight. Good to go. All right, moving along. Okay. Thanks. All right. Everything's good under here. That nut's a little loose. We'll tighten that real quick. All right, that's better. Okay. And no leaks under here, looking good. Okay, to the second floor. Test the new shower, sink. All right, let's check this one real quick. All right, clear out of line. All right. All right, looks good. Airs out the lines up here. All right, these were where all the prayers are at. Everything looks like it's holding good. No leaks. Let's go ahead and run the shower. We're gonna be testing for multiple leak points that we repaired. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, we got a leak from the drain. Let's see how the shower works. All right, good. Let's go see. Make sure no leaks are here in the plumbing. All looks good. Perfect, 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 perfect. Perfect. All righty. And we still got to top that yet, but we'll get that in a minute. Main thing is I want to check the drain now underneath the tub. That's the next thing I want to look at. That's where a leak point was. Want to see that I corrected it. And yes, no leaks at all. Looks good, perfectly dry. Awesome. Alrighty, looks all good. Great. Doing his thing, no problems. Alright. Shower is finally repaired. Okay, we can turn that off now. Alright, happy with that. Sink. We had a leak because this pipe was bad. Alright. And as you can see, that's also good too now. No more leaks there. Toilet. Let's go for the toilet. Toilet flush. Awesome. Toilet flush. Alright, no leaks. Everything is complete. And that is the whole thing replumbed. Everything works. No more leaks.